I was debating if I was even gonna press record and make this video, but it is what it is. I gotta listen to my intuition. What's going on, family? It's your man DeAndre Saxon back for another video, coming to you from beautiful Dubai. It is beautiful 10 in the morning right now, before anybody gets here in the workspace. But I want to talk about a dating video. I haven't done one of these in a while. So I want to preface this. This is going to be my personal 1 month report of dating here in Dubai. Now I want to preface a couple things. First of all, I've only been here about 7 weeks. Okay, so I don't have the full experience of Dubai, but I already have a little bit of comments that I want to share with you that we're going to discuss in this video. And so I wanted to say these couple things. First of all, is every man wants something different. Okay, there's some guys that they play a certain type of game that I don't play, and other guys do some things, right? Everybody wants something different. Okay, so what I'm looking for genuinely is like genuine relationships now. Okay, I don't like the kind of pay and play, as you guess you could say, which we'll be talking about in this video here, but I'm seeking more genuine relationships. So obviously my experience in this video will be different from other guys. The second thing is I'm locked in right now. As you guys watch my content here on YouTube, we talk about locking in. So I'm not out actively dating girls all left and right. But without further ado, let's hop straight into it. So let's talk about that first step. So this is very similar to Miami. Okay, obviously you guys know I was living in Miami for the last 5 years or so, between Miami and Colombia. This city, first off the bat, these girls are just like the Miami girls, if not worse. Okay, so here's what I've noticed, okay, with the girls, is they're always trying to size you up. Okay, we are in a cooking pot of some of the richest and wealthiest men in the world, and you can see that as soon as you get out into Dubai. Okay, like there's that's not easy. That's very easy to see here. But what I've noticed in the few girls that I have gone out on dates with and met up with is that they are sizing you up. Okay, they want to see what kind of car you drive, how much money you're making, what do you do. They'll start watching your stories, right? They're trying to size up to see what can they get out of you. Now, I don't think it's the fault of the women. I think it's the fault of the men, okay? Because in any society, it's the men who kind of set the foundations, and then the women follow, okay? So if we're in a city where men are, I guess you can call simping, or just buying girls $10,000 bags on the first day they met them. That's actually a true story. When I was in Miami, I was talking to this chick, kind of little side play game. I didn't no attachments and stuff, but she came into Miami, and then we kind of split off, did our own thing for like a day or two. We came back, and I was like, she told me this story of how she met some guy randomly in Design District, some rich dude, and he just met her literally for 3 hours and went and gave her a $10,000 bag at Chanel. Like, I kid you not, this is real. Like, men really do this stuff. So they're like effing up the game. So it's like, if women think that's the standard, then it messes up the game for everybody, right? So one of the things, and I want to speak about this openly and honestly, but then also speak in terms that I want to attract new things into my life. But I'm seeing that here in Dubai so far, in the few girls that I've dated, is that they're lacking a genuine energy to it. I'm in this period of my life, I am working on myself. We're locked in, and I'm looking for more genuine relationships in everything, with the men that I deal with in business, and obviously the girls that I'm dealing with. But I feel like there's a lacking sense of being genuine here. It's like they're trying to see what they can get out of it, where in any aspect. And I'll just be honest with you guys. Out of the couple girls that I've seen, and these are girls like I might just meet them in my building. I just meet them at the mall. Like, these are just normal like places that I'm meeting these girls. They have always asked for money. It is like, I kid you not, just like Colombia. And I'm just like, yo, what are we doing? I just met you at the mall. Or like, for example, I met this girl in the building, and she's like 200,000 followers and stuff. And then like she asked me, and I'm just like, yo, what? I just met you 5 hours ago. Wait, what kind of conditioning do you have in your brain where that's normal to you? Or some other chick where she's like, yo, can you pay my rent? And I'm just like, I met you 5 hours ago. What is wrong? Like, what is wrong with you guys? And they all say the same thing. They're like, yo, this is normal in Dubai. And I'm like, this is not normal for human relationships. Like, let's just be honest here. You guys are like tainted. So like I said, it depends on what the man's looking for. But like, I don't go down that route. It's like, I'm truly looking for genuine relationships, people that like want to be around me, that want to like grow. Like, we add value to each other, just like their presence, my presence. Like, we have value for each other, right? We're not doing it for some monetary gain or some weird thing. But for that to happen multiple times, I feel like I'm in Colombia, but like times 10, because now we're dealing in like US dollars and whatever the currencies here in Dubai, the dirham. But that's so weird. And the thing is, they all say it so nonchalantly, like, oh, that's just how it works in Dubai. And I'm just like, nah, bro. Like, well, I'm not. I just moved there a month ago, and I'm not doing all that. But if I keep putting energy on like what kind of like lacking genuine relationships are here with the girls, then I'm gonna attract more of that. So what I'm just focusing on is just putting more energy like on myself, obviously, like leveling up myself, and then also making sure that I show up as a genuine person. Because you remember, you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. So what I'm doing is like, okay, how can I be a more genuine man, more genuine person in general, and so that I can attract women that are on the same frequency as myself. Because actually going out here into the dating game, like guys, I'm living in a nice, like a pretty nice building here. It's I think it's like mid-level, about $3,000 a month or so, which I think is slightly more than the average rent here. People are saying, but anyways, every time I go out, it could be one day, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like I'll come back. I came back from the gym last night at about 10 o'clock, and like girls are getting dressed and like going out, and they're coming back with like Cartier bags and shopping bags of like these designer stores on Wednesday nights. And I'm like, what are you girls doing? Like, it is just a free for all out here. And I'm just not, it's just a weird thing. But if you're a man that like goes for that stuff, like fine. But like, I'm not gonna pay for a girl's like attention. Just I'm not gonna do it. Like it's so much better when she genuinely likes you. And guys, I didn't say this at the beginning of the video. If you're watching for the first time, like I've been in the game. Like I'm not a new guy that's like, oh, I don't have an issue with girls. Like I always have an issue. Like I've always been pretty good with girls, as you can probably tell by my energy here. So this is a guy that's speaking from experience. I've been in many countries, many places. So you guys can get all that weird stuff out your mind. But I know what's been going on for some time, but I thought that was really weird, but lacking the genuine energy. So that's just been my thoughts so far in the last month. And what's my game plan moving forward is, oh man, so meeting girls is easy. Like there's a lot of girls out here. Like it's kind of wild. You just go to Dubai Mall and you can definitely pick up some numbers and pick up some girls, but it's the ones that are like too sexy to be true. Like think about this, like the last couple of girls I dated, I guess you get dated, we're going on a date with, like they had hundreds of thousands of followers. This girl had 200,000 followers. Another one will have like 11,000 or 10,000, a million. I met a couple of girls with a million, like left and right. This Spanish girl, she had 1.1 million. And it's like, okay, the first thing you have to ask yourself is this, and this is the question I'm going to start asking. As soon as you meet the girl, you have to ask her, what do you do for work? I'm going to be so like solid on that first question. Is like I meet a chick and I'm like, what do you do for work? If I see that, I go on Instagram and I see her being a model, and that's what she says, model, beauty, and I don't see anything being sold. I don't see a business. I don't see anything. I'm going to start asking this question, and some men will be like, oh man, why would you ask that? Nah, that's like the first question. I'm going to ask her, it's like, what are you doing in Dubai and what do you do for money? And if I hear anything other than being legitimate, like I'm out. And it just saves me time. It saves her time, because like I've been on a couple of dates now where it's like, I'm thinking this is genuine, like things are going smooth. And then she's like, hey, by the way, you know what I do for work? And I'm like, nah, don't do this to me right now. It's crazy. So you got to ask first thing when you meet a hot girl, because they're everywhere. Hundreds of thousands of followers, millions of followers. Just in my building, I met a couple of girls that have millions of followers, and you gotta ask. And it's so funny because I'll meet these girls that have all these followers, and then like I say, I'll go to the gym. I'll come back from the gym 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, and they're hopping into some van that was sent by some dude coming out with a bunch of designer bags. And I'm just like, oh man, like you already know what game is being played here. And if that's the kind of game you want to play, and first of all, even try to compete with this, like go ahead, be my guest. But if you're looking for something that's genuine, oh man, I'm going to have to make an update video on what we're going to do about that. But all I know is we're going to work with the laws. And the best thing I can do is, first of all, stay locked in, leveling up myself, the foundations of our channel. And the second thing we're going to do is we're going to actually like emit genuine energy, like make sure I'm being a genuine person, so that I attract genuine. And number 3, we're going to vet a little bit stronger and a little bit more direct. Hey, if I go on our Instagram and we see like Greece and Mykonos and Dubai and this restaurant, and if you start seeing all this stuff and you don't see a business or something that's kind of like bringing in the money, you have to know that she's probably doing that kind of work, and you're going to probably want to make an exit plan. So, and before you go asking her out on a date, you want to ask her directly, what do you do for work? I'm not going to be afraid to ask her that. And if I don't get an answer that I like, I am out. Not only did I save my time for 2 hours going out like I did the other night, I'm going to be able to just like keep my calm, cool, collect, and be able to give energy to what I want. I wanted to just be open and honest on this video so I could tell you guys the truth, because remember, whatever you speak about, you attract more of. So whatever energy I put on, I'll attract that. So if I'm looking for more genuine relationships and genuine people, I want to put my energy on that. But I did want to give you my 1 month report, about 7 weeks or so living here in Dubai. I do think there's great people out here. It's just like, it's not as easy as just meeting them at the mall or just meeting them, especially if they're a hot girl, which there's plenty of them here. If they're too hot and they're too good to be true, you go on the Instagram and you see all this BS. And guys, I mean, we're not new to this stuff. Like, especially if you're coming from a city like Miami, New York, if you go on the girl's Instagram, she has hundreds of thousands of followers. You're seeing all these nice restaurants and red bottoms and designer stuff, but yet you're not seeing any men or any business or any boyfriend or anything kind of funding this. Then you got to put two and two together. Like, you got to be honest. But here it's just amplified to a whole new level. So I'll make an update video here in the next coming months of what things going on. But like I said, I'm not even looking for this stuff. I'm just locked in, right? I'm building here. Building you guys here in the community. And how can I be dating multiple girls a week like I used to in Colombia when I'm over here preaching locked in, right? So if it happens, I meet a girl in the building, so be it. Or if I'm at the mall getting clothes, so be it. But like, I'm not out actually doing this because we're staying locked in. But that's my 1 month report. Stay locked in, brother. Don't let the girls distract you. Stay focused on yourself. Level up yourself, and then everything that you want will come magnetized to you because you are him. Subscribe below. I'll see you guys in the next video.